Trying out a new camera today, and so I'll show you my latest project. I got tired of my wheelbarrow being real tipsy and falling all over the place, and so I come up with a way to modify it to do two wheels on there. And let me just, you can see it don't wiggle side to side. Let me just turn it over, do a description. Now what I did is took a 2-foot section of 5/8 all thread, and I picked up a bunch of these lock nuts, and this is a piece of 3/4 pipe that spaces in between the area where the tire, this was the original tire and it went right here, and I had, you know, extra tires and stuff laying around, and so I used the lock nuts to make sure everything stays in place. And as you can probably see, this was welded back and not exactly straight, but that was the factory's fault that did that. But I put shims in there as much as I could to make it as tight as possible. I got, you know, enough clearance to make sure it stays together, but you can see right there, I got the nut in as far as possible, and that way the nylon lock nut part stays good. When this gets fully loaded, this wheelbarrow can hold I mean, like a couple 100 pounds of dirt or whatever, and it gets real tipsy and it's hard to move with. And so I come up with that idea. It's an easy way to get these back to being what I call useful. And also, that tire right there is a flatproof tire, and I recommend getting all them for wheelbarrows. This is a regular tire, but I put like 2 cups of slime. There's a version that I get. Where'd that come from? There's a version I get from Atwood's. That's from Berrymans, and it's orange, and it's pretty much the same thing. So that's what I did for this wheelbarrow to make it more useful. Also, I painted everything with Rust-Oleum because they tend to rust apart. I've replaced many a bed in these, and I like to use the big fender washers to hold them together on the arms. But every now and then I'll just take that Rust-Oleum and get an old crappy brush and just pour it in there and just redo this whole inside after I hose it out. But that keeps these from rusting out, and I do like the new poly, the plastic ones that are real tough, because I've gone through quite a few of them throughout the years. But if you got one, that's a way to stabilize it and make it better. Anyhow, you guys have a good one, and this video's over.